Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide. Before we get into today's video, I'd like to say please use my link in the description. Help fight against childhood cancer, whether it's $1 or 500. You're fighting against it one cup at a time. Share this video along with other videos from my channel with other people so they too can use my link and so they can receive guidance from yours truly. Make a request in the comment section for another video covering something from EDH or standard or arena, or maybe other formats in Magic, or just other Magic content in general. I am open to suggestions. But just make sure the content isn't already featured on the channel. Also, first come, first serve. Oh yeah, hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss another one of my videos. Thank you to the 78 of you who are currently subscribed. Just need only 22 more of you, and then we're at 100. Not monetization, that's 1,000 and 4,000 hours of watch time. But you guys can make it happen, and I want that to happen. But if it doesn't, oh well. Thank you, anyways. Regardless, thank you to all of you who are currently supporting me and watching this video. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. I highly encourage it. And with that said, let's get on to this commander starring Mishra, Tamer of Fawa. First of all, opponents to control have ward, sacrifice a permanent. So every time your opponent is going to try and do something to one of your permanents, they're going to have to sacrifice a permanent as an additional cost. Each artifact card in your graveyard has unearth of one generic, a black and a red, so it can be returned from our graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. We exile at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. Unearth only has a sorcery. So I'm gonna go down the line, and there is an infinite combo in here, but we'll get to that later. So first we have Steel Overseer. We unearth this, plus counters. I'm gonna try and quickly go down the line. Blightsteel Colossus, Noxious Gearhulk, Phyrexian Triniform, Coldotha Forgemaster, Armix, Filigree Thrasher, Colossus Citadel, Mycosynth Golem, Meteor Golem, Mirror Battlesphere, Conjurer's Closet. This is an interesting one, along with a few others. Because at the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control and return that card to the battlefield under your control. Since it'll be exiled, I don't know, anyways, because of the unearth trigger. So what you can do is before the unearth happens with Conjurer's Closet and a creature you've unearthed, I think. So see, like Mycosynth Golem, we've unearthed it. Could we possibly exile this and then bring it back? Because if we do, the card itself kind of never remembers being unearthed, so it won't exile itself. So then it won't get exiled, and we will get to keep it. Sneaky way around unearth trigger. There's also just straight up ending the turn with like Sundial of the Infinite. You could just skip over you could just exile the unearth trigger from the stack and keep the creature around, the permanents, in fact everything. So Triplicate Titan, Bosch Iron Golem, also for damage. Aetherworks Marvel, good one. Darksteel Juggernaut, Ancient Stone Idol, Foundry Inspector, Cogwork Assembler, Crypto Thrall, Scarecrow, Illuminor Caesarez, Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of Sinew and Steel, Sword of War and Peace, Sword of Truth and Justice, Summoning Station, Quietus Spike, Cage Sun, Scrap Trawler, which actually here is a part of an infant, how I think, Conqueror's Galleon, Zeron Orb, Doubling Cube, Chromatic Ori, Mirrorworks, Microsynth Latus, Paradox Engine, Gonti's Aether Heart, Scared Tiller, Clock of Omens, Burnished Heart, Wayfarer's Bauble, the Deck of Many Things, Bone Mizir, Cunning Lethamancer, Mirag Fury of Akam, Gix Yawgmoth. Okay, now, since we want to be discarding, of course, Heb, Dreadhorde Champion, gives us a bunch of mana. Herald of Anguish, Mishra, Excavation Prodigy. So apparently we have 3 in this set. Can discard us a card. Alright, so to explain the combo. So what we do is we have Conqueror's Galleon out flip. But before that, we also want Microsynth Latus, and because of that, Mirrorworks. So when this transforms into Conqueror's Foothold, because it exiles itself and then is transformed onto the battlefield under our control, it'll enter the battlefield, and because of Microsynth Latus, it'll be an artifact, so we'll be able to copy it with Mirrorworks by paying 2. So what we do is, with the original, to kind of get it going, we sacrifice it to Zeron Orb here to gain 2 life. The original, not the token. Then we have Chromatic Ori in our hand, and we have Doubling Cube copied by Mirrorworks on our battlefield. So the original and a token. Chromatic Ori. So what we then do is we cast Chromatic Ori and we pay the 2. And we also want Paradox Engine. So it untaps everything. We're also pretty sure we're gonna want Clock of Omens and Scare Tiller as well for this combo. I'll explain that in a bit. And because we're gonna want this and its token form as well. So we can untap the token copy of Conqueror's Foothold. So then we can return a bunch of our stuff. So what we do is we have a token now. We have Conqueror's Galleon in our graveyard, the original. We have cast Chromatic Ori, and we have created a token that's a copy of it with Mirrorworks. We have our 2 Doubling Cubes, Paradox Engine, Microsynth Latus, Scare Tiller, the original, and a token that's a copy of it, and Clock of Omens. So what we do is we cast Chromatic Ori from our hand. Then that's going to untap everything because of Paradox Engine being out. Then it enters the battlefield. We copy it with Mirrorworks. And because of the legendary rule book, we have to sacrifice it. Now, before we do, we're going to tap the 2 for a total of 10 mana. Then we are going to sacrifice the original and we also want Scrap Trawler. Because of Scrap Trawler and Chromatic Ori being 7 cost, we get the original Conqueror's Galleon back into our hand. Then, using the 10 mana we have floating, we use 3 of it on the original Doubling Cube to tap it. So then now we have 7, but now we've gotten 14. And then we do that again, and now we've got 22 because of the token copy. So then what we do from there, since everything is tapped, we cast the original Conqueror's Galleon. We don't pay the 2 to create a token that's a copy of it, although we can if we want. Not entirely necessary, but everything is untapped because of Paradox Engine, except the Conqueror's Foothold token copy, because it's a land, which is where this and this comes in, because then we just tap 2 untapped artifacts we control to untap Conqueror's the Conqueror's Foothold token because it's an artifact land. So then we would then return using 6, return before we return it. And keep in mind, we have like 18 mana now, and we've got all of our stuff untapped. So we tap the token copy of Chromatic Ori, right? Now we've got 20. Yeah, 23. Then we do the thing with doubling cube again. So now we've got 40. 74 mana. And because of Chromatic Ori, we can use it as though it were mana of any color. So then using 6 of that 74 on the Conqueror's Foothold token, we get the original Chromatic Ori back. And then from there, we just do this infinitely for infinite mana. Kind of convoluted, but it's okay. And I've gone over everything else. Then we've got Treasure Vault. And yes, we'll be able to unearth this by default because it's an artifact, which will be cool. So we can get a bunch of tokens out of it. Adventure's Fair can gain its life and search for something. Then we have our 24 basic swamps and mountains. With that said, the end of this commander guide, starring Mishra's Tamer of Fawa. And actually, I made a mistake. Thank you to the 78 of you who are currently subscribed. I said 77, I meant 78. Thank you for those who are commenting on my videos. Keep commenting on my videos. Keep making requests. EDH, Standard, Arena, any of them. I'm open to suggestions. Just make sure the content you're requesting has not been featured on this channel. Share this video along with other videos from my channel with other people so they can use my link to help out one cup at a time and fight against Charlie Kenton in the process. And so they can receive guidance from yours truly. Use my link in the description yourself. $1, $500, you're making a difference. Does not matter. You are making a difference, whether it's $1 or $500. Subscribe, like, the notification bell. That way you don't miss another one of my videos. And I will see you guys Wednesday, because I am off this Saturday, Monday. This Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And Friday, I always take off. With that said, goodbye.